dream chasing, I've been chasing the dream.
It's Madden NFL 24, and the spotlight is on Justin Herbert. Solid performance a week ago, throwing for 3 touchdowns. It's the Chargers and the Falcons, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 24.
A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. They'll start this drive out on the ground, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And that's off the mark, incomplete. You talk about this Falcon defense. They're slightly better than average against the run. Number 14 in the NFL.
And that play right there shows exactly why they're so good against the run. Held the line of scrimmage, held the point of attack, and stopped him for no gain.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Now it's Herbert. Working the middle. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Falcons grab it. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. In our meetings this week, they kind of tipped us off. They wanted to play ultra-aggressive, forcing fumbles. They just did that right there.
They took it to the next level, didn't they? You're exactly right, because everyone talks about being aggressive on defense and tackling well. But they were talking about getting after the football, making sure the ball was stripped out each and every time they lined up someone to get them on the ground.
And the adjustment working early. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Back to throw now on first down. That's out to the flat for Akers. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be second down. The Falcons at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still, you got to take a lot of positives from this first month. If they can bounce back and move to 3-1, they'll be pretty well set up for the remainder of the season to follow.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 12-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Oh, fighting off the defender. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5.
Ready?
They'll toss this right side to Cam Akers. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It's about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal? That's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down.
Wow, that qualifies as a bad miss because anything inside of 40 should be automatic. That's a big mistake right there.
The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
First down, Los Angeles.
On first down, Wiley. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
1-yard gain brings us 2nd and 9.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Here's Herbert. And it's incomplete. You talk about this Falcon defense. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass yards.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. And now that brings up fourth down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack. On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. This is taken at the 18. Flexing his muscle at the 30. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it will be Falcon football. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And they were in field goal range the last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Now back to throw. Battled by the linebacker, but still adjusts and makes a catch.
Come on now. Over the middle, zone coverage where all the eyes are back to the quarterback so they see the ball thrown. How do they get that completed?
Well, they got the hand on it. They tipped it. Just a lucky play for the offense, right?
It was, and for the defense, almost demoralizing. That's one that they should have because they see that play developing all the way through.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 28. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. They'll look to throw here on first down. He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he's finally taken down, and it's a big game there, and what will turn out to be the final play this first quarter. We're scoreless after one. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Let's go.
Akers will score. Touchdown and one. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on the stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. LA set to take over again on offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. From the gun, Herbert on third down. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
13 yards the tally on the return there. And the Falcons will be taking over first and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just have good ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. Going right back to Akers. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's complete to Mooney. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. From the 22 now, here's second down and 1. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Looked like a pretty smart decision that time to keep the football by the quarterback.
It was because you saw how the runner got swarmed. So you got to pull the ball from his arms, keep it yourself, and get what you can. And the most underrated player on this play is the running back. Because even if he doesn't have the ball, he has to act like he does in order to attract the defense.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. Touchdown, Falcons! Cam Akers, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Falcons go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. out as the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. And that was one I kind of saw coming, Charles. He had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Throws right side, and that's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. On play action, they'll throw. And incomplete.
This defense can use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
2nd and 10. Here's Herbert once more. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, after incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. This is taken at the 23. Sheds off the tackle. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
And not much happening there as we'll get it back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
Take it in at the 22. It's a net of 40 there. Punt of 48 and a return of 8. And out will come the offense as they take over.
And the Falcons going to get one more drive here in this first half. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. They'll set up a throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Barnett. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we're all right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They were losers a week ago to Baltimore, but they lead things here as they start 1st and 10.
Now Akers to start the 3rd quarter on the ground.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Here's 2nd and 8.
Got this complete to the tight end Pitts.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Well, a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
At the 42-yard line.
Ready.
They'll look to throw. Man, it's caught inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Barnett. Nice juke, but then the daylight quickly closed. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
Ready?
Throw left side complete. That's Barnett. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Falcons take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half.
A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the 2nd half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Herbert on 3rd down now.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run the counter. Wiley, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Wiley, and this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Here's Herbert. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. This is brought in at the 21. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the 1st half, been good so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here again on this drive. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He finds his man, complete. It's Barnett. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Back to throw. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again.
That's out to the flat for Akers.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
That'll give them 8 that time, and it'll be second in a couple.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Joey Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they get no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another time. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Baker. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. 2nd and 5. Touchdown, Falcons! A 5-yard touchdown. And the Falcons look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes this 35-0 now. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Wolf. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's another 1st down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. T.J. Edwards coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, partner, you and I will be headed to the airport, but after this game, when it's interview time, someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks. His whole day, it's been rough. Barring a miraculous comeback, this offense is going to win this game, but he's probably going to say what hurt most is the loss.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On 3rd down, Riley. And a few little style points on the juke, but not much room to maneuver after that. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Atlanta regains possession of the football. You just kind of feel for the defense right now, this deficit. They have not been able to stop them the entire game, Charles. And some hands on hips, some long faces out there on the defensive side. And they're like, oh, my gosh, we got to face these guys again here.
Yeah, people don't understand how hard it is when you're on the side that's being dominated to keep your head up and continue to play hard. And that's what they're going through right now, trying to find that pride inside of them to allow them to continue to fight, even though they are down huge in this game.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Into the hands of London. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
That was a pretty good job by the defense, I thought, right? I mean, they had to go to their check down, but still were able to get it done for the first.
Agreed. Anytime you can force them to come back to a receiver that's a little bit shorter in the route, you've done your job on defense, but still, they pick up the first down and get a fresh set.
Huge 4th down conversion. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. Now 2nd and 5. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. 2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. They'll run on first down with Akers. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Second and 9. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Short throw caught by Pitts. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Painter. Pass taken in by his big tight end. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 1st and 10, Hayner going to the air. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. From the 5, here's 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd.
Here's Hayner looking to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, up big here in the fourth. Really big. That passing incompletion. I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They can continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Out of the gun, it's Hayner.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it is 42-0.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Herbert on first down now.
And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons.
Yeah, if I did it, then I did it right. Yeah, this ain't happened for me overnight. Yeah, bet against me, you gon' pay the price. Yeah, down to business, I ain't playing nice. Yeah.